Hey, what's going on guys, xiangqi here. By the time of this video, I've been playing Go for about a week, and the reason why I got started with this fantastic game is because I'm currently making a series of videos on how to write your own program that will be playing Go. But the program itself contains a fairly miserable AI, and it comes from 1981, written by Jonathan K. Millen for the King 1 computer. So back in the day, there were no such things as neural nets, machine learning, and things like that. And well, obviously, I knew that kind of approach doesn't kind of work. And even though it didn't even have the alphabet search, even if it did, this game actually made me realize why the Go engines, before AlphaGo has introduced their revolutionary approach to this game, actually didn't quite work versus professional players. And by saying professional players, I mean those Dan players. So, this game I played versus 7th Dan. Can you believe this? So, this is 2400's rating. And this guy is not even from Asia. So yeah, this is very cool, very strong, right? And I don't even know why did he actually agree to play me. Well, maybe because this was just 3 a.m. in the morning and there was no one else to play at the time. I don't know. But anyway, the Go playing community, well, at least this onlinego.com site, is much more friendly as opposed to the chess community at whatever site. Because, I don't know why is that, but that's the case, and that's really fantastic. So, I just want to very quickly walk through the game, and at this time, what is interesting, a sort of an answer. I just sort of give you the entire idea why am I doing this. So before this game, I was thinking that possibly maybe there was an alternative approach to writing engines playing Go other than using the neural networks. But after playing this game, I realized that is not the case, and that just simply can't be the case. And only this experience, like playing versus this fantastically strong player, actually made me realize that. So first, let's quickly walk through the game, and I can't comment much because I don't know much after 7 days of learning Go. But anyway, hopefully I would be able to report some key points in regards to why exactly only the neural networks actually are capable of handling this the strength of the modern professional players. So let's actually go to here. So he was kind to answer my questions, and you can do a game review here on onlinego.com. So, well, first let's just drop to the very beginning of the game, and I just want to read some tips that this master has given to me. So I asked how can I improve? And unlikely chess, where people say solve tactics, learn openings, do whatever, but not playing, it says you should mainly improve by playing, which I really love. And then the second one is really fantastic, and just discovering which shapes work and which don't. You could look up a few simple joseki. So josekis are the openings. Yeah, he says what is it? So joseki are opening sequences in the corner. Don't go for the difficult AI ones. So those that are currently has been developed by the artificial intelligence. So that's not the case. Just find some old and easy ones. For example, in here he provides an example. So you just can click on a variation, and here you have the variation. So for instance, here's how it goes. I'm not sure why. Probably black goes here, and then this is the first white response. And black goes here. So actually, eventually we have white grabbing this corner, and black is potentially grabbing this territory. And this should be fairly enough and fairly simple. And as he says, even. So this joseki, this is a simple joseki that is even for both sides. White gets the corner, and black gets some influence on the outside. So yeah, here is how it goes. right? I was too new when this was happening. I was just didn't know that you can just click on this variation, so I'm pretty new to this website. So unfortunately, I was kind of realizing how this works only after he left. But anyway, and then this one is nice. So E14 was the first mistake for someone at your level. So he didn't say that this is absolutely a mistake, but someone of the guy like me who's playing Go for about a week, that's definitely a mistake. So let's have a look how things worked, how things happened within the game. And here I actually have yes. So here, just want to go drop back. So yeah, actually here he shows how this variation, like a simple janggi, how this may work. So something that I probably should learn to play, definitely should learn to play. But in the game, this was what happening. So I was trying to establish the territory here. I know it's weird, but I really tried to. So I was making one knight move, like knight move, the big knight move, or how is that called? Yeah, this is very naive. So I thought like maybe I just go here, and then just establish some territory here, and he would be here, and then some miracle happens. Yeah, but the 7th dan, no miracles. Okay, so and here is the pivot point. So here he definitely established the control over the corner and is going to spread to the side as well. So after putting stone somewhere here, I believe. So this would be the black's territory after. And here, what the move I made was this one, and I was thinking like maybe I can still kind of grab the corner. Yes, I know that's weird, but that's what I was thinking. And here, what he calls this E14, this is the E14, so it was the first mistake for someone at my level. So instead, I should have calmly play this, yeah, C to 11, and calmly develop my own time. I have no idea why I didn't do that. Well, maybe because of the time control, because he just made a move, and I was here in the countdown, so it was somewhere around 18 seconds for move, eventually 20 or 18 seconds for move. There was some initial time, but then it just dropped. I'm not sure how exactly I can check out the time control for this game. But anyway, by the way, just to prove that a little bit, so the first thing he told me actually was that this is well done in regards to not getting timed out. So just want to show you this here. So hi, hello, enjoy the game. Okay, the time he says the time settings are extremely fast though, so mind your time. And then he says, "Good job or not on not timing out." So he said that I did a good job here eventually. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay, so that's pretty much all in regards to his commentaries in particular. So let's actually see how the game was going on. So how I got crushed by the 7th dan. Okay, so I was like, oh yeah, I just recall why I played the stone here, because I knew the rule that you have the wall, then you can make three squares jump. So that's the reason I just wanted, like, as a code monkey, yeah, I just wanted to mimic that at some point. So I was hoping that this is gonna be my big territory. But after this 3x3 invasion move, I was like, oh my god, I don't know how to handle this. So yeah, eventually, well, this made me start thinking about resigning the game actually, because I completely don't know how to handle this. And this is what happened. Oh, sorry. It's just. So I was trying to give him a counter, but on my side I was thinking maybe I just get the center at very least. Well, actually that happened in the game, quite a fun. But yeah, so at very least I didn't lose a tactical battle here. I didn't get my stones being captured, which is already a good achievement, I believe. And then in here I dared to invade his territory even. Okay. But yeah, this didn't quite work. However, eventually this helped me to establish the territory in the center, even though it's miserable from the points perspective. But anyway, so here's how it goes. So, and you just notice, this is the matter of being the 7th dan. So what he does, eventually he takes control over all of the squares. You see, like this square is his, this square is his. this square is his. He's going to make some territory here as well, and here. So even if I grab the entire center, it just takes me more stones to grab less territory, just like they say in the very opening lectures on how to play Go, basically. So that's exactly what happens. So I believe this game is very like good one to have a look at the biggest beginner's mistake. All right. So let's have a look what happened next. So he just establishes his territory, yeah, and here I've blundered this group of stones. So eventually this group of stone will die, unfortunately. So yeah, sorry for that. So we played further on. So at this point I've realized that here I've realized that this is the ladder pattern, but unfortunately, as far as I would never ever be able to close this ladder. This doesn't make any sense, but having the ladder pattern that I knew that it exists with a 7th den was just a bit of a fun thing for me to consider. So I just played a few moves, and then I realized that it's not going anywhere. So even if I connect here eventually, still he just blocks here with a black stone, and that's pretty much all about it. And then here and here also. So eventually even more my stones would get captured. So it's definitely not the case. Hence I dropped this idea. Right, and I started to build in my territory around, so I realized that I can't even grab the entire center, but instead I just try to at least grab something, right? And did I blunder here? Oh yeah, I blundered the double Atari here. Yeah, so here I should play here, I believe, just to avoid this double Atari, but I blundered that. Yes, I blundered that. So yes, I just blundered that. So here we're just establishing the borders, right? And okay. And here at this point, I was happy to make 2 eyes. And you just have a look. I knew about 2 eyes. I knew that 2 eyes is a live-in shape in case if you have the solid borders. And you just have a look at these glasses here. So aren't they cute? You need to admit that these 2 eyes are really cute. So at this point I was completely happy because I knew that he would never ever be able to capture this group of stones, and this made me so proud of myself because yeah, I made 2 eyes versus 7th den. What may be more satisfying than that, right? Okay, so then just establishing. Oh, I even did manage to capture his stone here. You see, like, well, I know it doesn't matter too much, but you know, capturing the stone of someone who's 7th dan, it's really satisfying as well. So yeah, this is how the game went so far, and you know, just establishing the borders, so nothing special happening here within the game. So just trying to have what is mine and what it is here, and yes, I can grab another stone. Okay. I was completely lost. I did realize that this is completely lost. My major goal was to avoid all of these stones being captured, so I tried to make as many eyes as I could. And as far as I not always can distinguish the false eyes versus the true eyes, I try to make more eyes to make sure I leave there, right? And yeah, so this is the end position of the game that we reached. So yeah. And now let's just drop back a little bit to the very beginning that I was mentioning in regards to how the engines actually play in Go. So if you imagine so I would say that from the programmer's perspective, what do we have to implement in this game? So there are just like in chess, there are 2 major things. It's the tactical clashes. So for instance, you're trying to make 2 eyes to live, or you're trying to capture opponent's stones and disallowing him making 2 eyes and capturing the vital point. So if we do that as humans, we know about the vital points, we know about the rules of how many squares should be there, like rough estimate of how many squares should be there, so that's enough to form 2 eyes. and so on. Well, but I believe that when it comes to the limited number of variations, that is something that the alpha-beta algorithm can actually handle. So you can just even the brute force search can be on the cards in the case if we only search those variations that do affect the reducing of liberties, for instance. So let's say if we're looking for reducing the liberties of a certain group, in case like if we have the potential to go reducing those liberties. In this case, we just keep calculating until we find the solution. Otherwise, we don't. So this is something like a tic-tac-toe game played locally. So for instance, like not taking into account the entire board, but just take a certain group of stones and make all the calculations in regards to that group of stones. So I believe if this was about just solving the tactical problems for Go, this could be the case basically, because computer doesn't really need to have those vital point rules and two eyes rules being encoded. Instead, he just may know that you need to save your group of stones, and he would eventually discover this two eyes rule on its own by simply brute forcing the variations, whatever variations are available there. So that might be one of the possible approaches. And I was so naive that I was thinking that even if I do that, even if I do implement that sort of a logic in my engine one day, that would be kind of cool. But at that time, I didn't realize that even if I do that, it doesn't help to improve the game completely, because when you're playing versus an extremely strong player, a professional, what he does, he sees this overall picture, so he's grabbing these corners. But you know, like what I can say about this game, so this game was not tactical at all. So this was a pure positional masterpiece of how to just grab the square. So I believe this game is sort of the essence of the game of Go. So it shows like the most important part in regards to the game. So what is the game of Go is all about? Like, it's about getting more territory than your opponent. Like, what is chess about? It's about limiting the ability of your king. So eventually, all the game of chess is like, from the programmer's perspective, is the matter of improving your own mobility, your own piece mobility, and disabling the opponent's king's mobility. Right? In Go, it's all about the territory, and we don't have any tactics in these games almost, right? And well, you might be thinking that actually building this border does need a little bit of a tactics, but you don't even need the recursive search for that. You can just have a simple rule that you just the order of how you maintain the stones, and that's pretty much enough basically to build these walls. But the problem is not how to build walls. Yeah, the problem is not how to capture the stones, because Go is not about capturing the stones and not about building the walls. It's about capturing territory. So like he said here, yes, not here in the chat currently, so that you need to make points. Where is that again? I just want to emphasize that. Enjoy the game. Yes, probably it's here. So you mainly improve by playing. Just discovering you look Joseki, you don't. Yes, probably was here. I'm sorry, guys. Just I just really want to read this one more time because it's very important. And so, thank you for the game. My mistakes. Okay, where is that? Come on. You should mainly improve by playing, discover which shapes work, which don't. You could make simple Josekis, for example. Yeah, this is it. You want to make points. This is the most essential tip. You want to make points. That's just wanted to give you an idea that it's not me who said that. This is the seventh Dan who said that. So you need to make points, and his game clearly shows that all he tried to do in this game, he was trying to make points, right? And he made really a whole lot of points. Eventually, he made more than 100 points totally overall. So he had 167 points, and I only had 52 points with Kami. Okay, so I hope this kind of, I don't know, gives us an idea what's the main thing in the game of Go. And now the final kind of thought here. The current series I'm making here on YouTube on programming the Go playing program. So first I was thinking about going for those alphabet extensions just to calculate variations, but then I realized that after this game I realized that doesn't really make sense, and just more like a waste of time. So if you want to go for alphabet search, you just do some chess programming like I did for many years. That's much better applicable there. And yeah, for Go playing programs, it's definitely the way to actually master those that neural networks approach. Maybe not like the AlphaGo level or the AlphaZero level, but maybe somewhat a simpler one. But anyway, I hope you just got the idea. So eventually this, hopefully this would help us to, with the next attempt, with the next engine, with the next Go playing program, hopefully it already would be something that is like based on the neural nets, unlike this first one. But this very first engine we're currently working on and this game are very similar, and the road within like 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So it's important to make the first step, and it's important to make the first step to make it simple, clear, and fun, because otherwise you just lose the motivation. So yeah, I think we'll just end up sticking to the original implementation by Jonathan K. Millen. Maybe not in the code, but in terms of ideas generally. And then, and this would be a good enough extension just to make what he did only for blacks, just to do for both sides. And that would be fairly enough for playing versus noobs like me, right? And then I think after, I'll just need to make a research how Go engines actually should be done, what's the proper way of doing that. So, and in that case, hopefully we'll go for another series. So again, like, thankfully to this game. So if this game wouldn't happen, I really doubt that I would have considered that approach. But this game's actually really inspired me. So thanks to Mr. Mordipiev, not sure if I'm pronouncing his name properly. So thanks to this guy, and thanks to this master. And this is it from my side, guys. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.